So how did you get into mortgage broking?
So I actually started off in the corporate world, and I worked for in the family business for a couple of years. So after about 6 years of that, I just felt that I wanted to do something that was helping people on a, a more significant level. And I'd always had an interest in property and finance, and there was an opportunity for me to learn more about mortgage broking and also have my own business. So I jumped at it, and that was over 10 years ago. And the rest is history.
What are some of the misconceptions people have about the role of a mortgage broker?
Yes, well, there are a few. I think probably one of the biggest ones is that if you go to your bank direct, you will get a better deal than if you came through a broker. That's not true. We have access to the same pricing, the same kind of avenues that the banks would direct. So, and in fact, with the advice that we provide to people around how you can actually pay less interest, and the fact that we also have access to all the banks, and so we can actually leverage other banks against each other to get the best rate. I think we're in a much better position to get people the best deal possible.
How do you go about tailoring mortgage solutions for your clients?
Yeah, so I guess every client is different. Their needs, their goals, and things are always changing as well. So it's really about understanding their individual situation, and kind of learning about or listening to what their goals are, where they want to be in not just once they buy the house or in 12 months' time, but what their longer term goals are in 5, 10, 15 years when they want to retire. So it's about compiling all that information and putting together a solution that works for them. And
So what kind of ongoing support do you offer your clients?
yeah, so we offer, not only we help people with the initial home loan process, and kind of guide them through step by step until they actually settle and move into the home. But every year we will have a review with our clients. So not only to go through any fixed rates that may be coming off, but also it's really important to touch base and check in with clients, review their goals and their needs. Things are always changing. There are births, deaths, marriage breakups, all sorts of things. So it's really important to review every year, track how things are going, set some more goals, and ensure that people are actually keeping on track with where they're wanting to be financially.
As we all know, the market's ever changing. What are you seeing happening in the market right now?
The bank's lending criteria has eased off quite a bit, probably in the last kind of 6 to 12 months. That's as their lending volumes have dropped because interest rates have been going up. But now we're at a point where it feels like interest rates are at the peak. Most economists think that we are pretty much there, and hopefully we will start to see some rate cuts towards the end of this year. I'm dealing with a lot of first home buyers, I guess because of the house prices have come down, and it's a great time for home buyers or first home buyers to get into the market. We're starting to see a little bit of investor activity pick up as well. As we know, there's some proposed changes with the new government around interest deductibility, and some LVR changes, so it may just it will help with the investor market, so we're seeing that pick up as well.
And what would be your top tip for someone wanting to get on the property ladder?
Yeah, I think my top tip would be to make a plan. So, I mean, in when you're living in, especially in Auckland, with house prices relative to incomes, it's really tough to get onto the property ladder, and I totally understand that, and it can just feel really overwhelming and feel like you're never going to get into the market. But if you have a plan, kind of have an idea of where you need to be, what you need to do. It might not be something that you can achieve in the next 6 months, a year, or even 2 years. It could be a 5-year plan. But just sitting down and talking to someone like myself who can guide you through, okay, this is what you need to do. This is kind of a plan in place for the next however long to get you, so that at least you've got a clear goal and you can work towards achieving it.